guys, MovieTrollop here, listening to a boy band that you may know while making my very first clay tutorial for the umpteenth millionth time. Okay, so what we're going to make today is from a long time ago. Some of you may remember these pumpkins, these sort of dastardly evil pumpkins that I made. Aren't they cute? And the mouths, they kind of have glowing saliva inside, and they're maze balls, and that's what we're going to make today. With any luck. Alright. Please no. Okay, I could not get an angle where I wasn't in it. So I'm just going to be active with my hands, just like it's a vlog video, except I'm making clay. You don't care, and here we go. Alright, so we take a ball. This one is, the orange I'm using is just orange from what I think just orange from Kato Poly Clay. And then we've got chocolate from Fimo. And this is, what is this one? This one's the soft whatever stuff. Okay? And a little bit of white, which is just random. Okay? So, you decide how big you want your pumpkin. You make a ball that size. Now, for the mouth, let's do this. We're just going to flatten this guy a little bit, just so that it has a top and bottom, just to help you kind of get a better idea of where you want to map everything out. Now, I'm going to take any kind of little gouging tool. You can also use the edge of your blade, just kind of dig it in there. Or one of these little dealy bobs that come in manicure sets. But right now, this is basically that in a fondant tool. So I'm going to use that. And I'm just going to stab. You don't want to make the mouth super huge because it's going to get bigger. Then what you're going to want to do, and you can do this with a dotting tool too, is you just start gouging. And I'll probably show you. I'll show you with a dotting tool with a fairly big ball on it. This one has some stuff on it, but you're going to take it in and push out. And you're just bringing that clay out. If the clay cracks a little bit, that's completely fine too, because it's a pumpkin, so, and it's supposed to be kind of mean looking, so I think that that kind of adds to the look. And use your finger so that you don't over pull, and you can kind of, or over push, and you can feel where that tool is going so that you're not digging holes in the bottom of your pumpkin. Okay? And now you're going to do that to the top lip too, or the top, I guess, the other end of the mouth too. Because really you can decide with the shape of the mouth if that's going to be the top or the bottom. You could switch it. That could be like that. See? Easy. Don't worry about keeping the shape too much because you will get, it'll get misshapen, but it's going to be okay. Always remember that this is a very forgivable thing that you're making because it's a pumpkin, and pumpkins are misshapen and odd and stuff, so don't beat yourself up too much. I also like to kind of push some of the inside of the mouth, just push it back towards the butt to kind of create a little hollow in there. See, I have huge cracks. Okay, a little close up. See there? Lots of little cracks and stuff. Easy. And then you can pinch to make like an upper lip a little bit more, like a nose or something. So this, you're just gouging a hole. No biggie. You can reshape as you go. Okay, I think this is one of the uglier ones that I've ever made, but considering I'm doing it in the viewfinder of the camera that is backed up to a mirror, I think we're doing aces. Okay, so we've got that done. Now what I'm going to do is you can take a thicker brush, a paintbrush or something, and just take it from the top, center-ish of the pumpkin, and just kind of gouge a little hole in. Yeah? That'll give you a guide for the top of your pumpkin. Then you get a paintbrush or some kind of stick that's nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. No texture on it. No lines on it. Like this paintbrush. And we're going to take the inside of this hole. See the hole? Do you see it? Do you see it? Okay, so we're going to take it from there and we're going to press and rock like that all the way down. So you get a nice little divider. And now you can do it over the mouth. This is actually pretty dry clay because I used it already in a tutorial, this tutorial, once before. So it's got a little bit. And then you just keep, remember, I mean, you want to not press so hard that you're going to completely reseal that mouth, but that mouth can always be pried back open. So don't worry too much about the mouth. And then you're just going to go around making kind of triangle marks. You don't have to worry about what the bottom looks like unless you care about the bottom. If there's a little bit of overstamp, you can just go right over it. That's why the smoothness helps. And you can just rock it right back. And it looks like that. Little pumpkin from the top, from the bottom. A messier pumpkin. Now the mouth is completely closed. He looks a little annoyed. So what I'm going to do is take any old prying tool and just get it in there and just start softly kind of moving it open again. This one's going to look gnarly. There we go. Alright. And now I kind of want him to have sort of a crooked mouth, I think. I don't know. He looks like he needs a crooked mouth to me. Kind of like that. Kind of like me when I was pregnant. Okay, so we've got this gnarly little gnarled mouth going on. And we can set this aside. We're going to take our tiny little piece of white. And I'm going to show you on my hand so you can see a little better. Just take any tiny little piece. You're going to roll it. Not super sharp, because then the teeth are a little more vulnerable. Not super clean either. You don't have to worry about it being super clean. Do you see that? Do you? It's very, very tiny. Here. See? Just a little tooth. No biggie. And then figure out how long you want that. Chop it. And this is a dirty tooth. Like, it does. It looks kind of dirty. Also, you take a dotting tool. Where you want that tooth to go, you're just going to poke a hole in it. Okay? So you make a little socket. Then you can pick it up with that dotting tool. And let me get it all nice and... Can you see it? Can you? Can you? Okay. And then we're going to just rock it into that little hole. Press it behind the tooth to make sure it's secure. You can press it like this too. Make sure it's nice and secure. And then you've got a tooth. Nifty, right? Yeah, let me mess with my lighting so I set myself back really far. Okay. So there's one tooth down. Yeah, I messed up the lighting and then I can't see the lighting now. Okay, so anyway. Okay. Alright, and we're going to cut another tooth. There's two teeth actually. And I'm going to, whoops, white stuck to him. Going to put another tooth, and it doesn't really matter if it's like on the inside of the mouth lip or the outside actually. I'll show you some of the variations there in a second. And when you're going to put the glaze, the drool in here, that's going to help cement these teeth in too. Give it a little bit more, so because they can be kind of hard to press in there without disturbing the shape of the tooth. See there? So don't beat yourself up too much if they fall out or anything, because then it'll just be a broken tooth on a gnarled pumpkin that's been through some stuff. So no big deal. I like everything to be kind of forgiving. It's just not that critical. And when it's something kind of horror themed, the gnarlier it looks, the better. And yeah, I've used that word way too many times in this tutorial and probably ever. I'm going to put another tooth down here. There's no rhyme or reason to where you're going to put the teeth. They're just kind of, I kind of eyeball it with the face and just kind of guess. I guess he'd like have a tooth there. Okay. I think actually I kind of like it like that. No, I think I'll put another one right in this spot right here, just because, I don't know, it looks like it needs one there. Okay. Push it right in there. It's gonna be a nice long tooth. Boom. Boom! Snaggletooth the evilness. Awesome. Okay, now for the top of this one, you're gonna take a little piece of brown, any old size, but a little piece of brown. You're going to, hopefully you can see, I'm gonna elongate it a little bit, like that, make like a cone. I'm gonna flatten the cone, like that. And then I'm going to kind of swirl it, like it's a unicorn horn, just spin it on its axis, and then fold it over, like this. Yeah? Then we're gonna take this pumpkin and just slap its head on it, like that. Just press it on. Done. The clay portion of this is now done. Now the rest of this, I have so much light going on right now that I'm trying to get, there we go, that'll work. Now we're going to take some chalk pastels, and this is just a dark brown. I'm going to go ahead and get some of it. I'll scrape it. That's an annoying sound, although this is an annoying sound too. Okay, get some of that. We're going to take paintbrush and, you know, do what you do. We're going to take it and go down these lines here and around close to the stem. But we're going to go down each one of these lines. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. And this down here. And then I don't like to take these all the way down. If you're going to do them on the bottom, I like to go halfway up, just like you do on the top. Like this, so that the middle part is left pretty orange. Okay, very light. Okay, so it looks like a pumpkin already. Now I like to sometimes when I have a lot of detail around the mouth, I like to go ahead and kind of pounce or drag that powder around that detail around the mouth. Don't worry if you get it on the teeth just a little bit, no big deal. Pumpkins that are evil don't have crest wipe strips, so it's fine if they have a little bit of teeth staining. They're not going to be taunted in high school or anything. So, there we go. Okay. And then he's done. He's done except for the glazing. Now you're going to take this guy, you're going to put him in the oven. Okay. For, you know, and whatever time and space that the package says to do it for. And then what we're going to do, what I do, okay, you have a couple options. One is, and this is what I usually do, I grab, I don't really need to show you that, I grab the varnish from Deco Art, or you could also just whatever polyurethane you have. Yes, you can take that and mix in some glow powder. This is just from TKB from a million years ago. I threw it in a jar. But just glow pigment or some scribbles. Glow in the dark scribbles. Scribbles. And make the spit. See that? I'm going to link in the description the original video that I showed these in. It was it's towards the end of the video. I'll even put the timestamp of when you can see it, but you can see how these glow, and you drip it on the teeth a little bit, and you can make them really look disgusting. Last night when I was trying to film this, this was one of the tutorials I did. And this is another tutorial pumpkin that came out. Here's one that never got finished. And these little guys, which I think are freaking adorable. Do you see it? Do you see the evil? I have little brush bristles. Look at that! How cute are they? Right? And then you've got, you know, the parents. So, these are kind of cool. Now that you've watched the video, I would love to see if you make them. Please tag me in the video. If you add MovieTrollop to the tags in your video, I'll be able to find it, and that will be awesome. Or you can attach it to this video. But, and also, I'm going to be doing a giveaway on this finished piece, and this guy is going to come with him. See those two? See those? I'm going to finish this guy up, and I'm going to do a giveaway. So the giveaway will be in the comments of this video. The entries, you can do as many as you want. You can just tell me something about Halloween. Whatever you want to put in the downstairs, not enter me because it will get flagged as spam, and that's a pain in everybody's butt, don't you think? So, you'll have 1 month from the date of this going up. The date, yeah, will be in the downstairs to enter, and then you'll get these guys and maybe some little extra giveaways and things. And thank you so much for watching. Follow all my things. I'm MovieTrollop on Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, and anywhere else you can think of. And also my Facebook page. I'd love to see you there. Facebook.com/MovieTrollop. All right, have a really, really great day. I hope this was helpful. I hope this was in focus, and I hope the lighting wasn't too terrible. All right, bye guys.